Hello students, welcome to the sixth lecture on the lecture series on fundamental arithmetic operations and BODMAS. Okay, so in this lecture what we'll be doing is we'll be doing some more previous year asked questions. Okay, so what we'll be doing in this lecture is we'll be covering more PYQs. So let's see problem number 1. So it asks us the ratio of cost price and selling price of an article be as 10:11. Okay, so the ratio of cost price and selling price. So cost price is to selling price is 10:11. Okay, so the ratio is something like this. So let's say the cost price is 10x. This implies selling price will be 11x. Okay, CPB this much. So selling price will be 11x. So how much will be the gain? So gain is equal to 11x minus 10x, that is equal to x. So gain is equal to this. This is equal to gain. Okay, so then the gain percentage will be what? So the gain percentage will be gain by CP into 100. Okay, so here the 100 is unnecessary. Okay, this is not needed. This will be incorrect. Okay, P into 100. P is gain here. Okay, gain. So gain percentage is gain by cost price into 100. So it will be x by 10x into 100 is equal to 10%. Okay, so this will be the correct and final answer. Okay, so let's see the process again. So what you had was cost price is to selling price, that was 10:11. So what we assumed was cost price to be 10x, and then what we got was the selling price must be 11 from this ratio. So we found out the gain. So how will we know that it is gain or loss? Gain because the selling price is greater than cost price. So it will be 11x minus 10x is equal to x. So this is what the amount of gain. So how to calculate gain percentage? So it will be gain into 100 whole by cost price. So gain was 10, sorry, x, and cost price was 10x. So x by 10x is equal to 1 by 10 into 100 is equal to 10%. That is why 10 is the correct answer here. 8 is incorrect, 11 is incorrect, and 15 is incorrect. So this question has appeared in first setting of 2010 SSC CGL exam. Okay. Let's see another problem. So the second problem tells us that the manufacturer marked an article at 50 rupees. Okay, so the marked price of an article is 50 rupees. So marked price is equal to 50 rupees. Okay, marked price was 50 and sold it along 20% discount. So selling price is what? With 20% discount. So 20% of 50. So this is equal to 20 by 100 into 50. So this will be equal to 40. Okay, not 40, it will be 10. Okay, 50 into 2 is equal to 100 and 2 into 10 is equal to 20. So 10. Okay, 10 rupees will be what? 20% of 50. So selling price is equal to what? Mark price minus discount, that is equal to what? 50 minus 10 is equal to 40. So 40 is the selling price. Okay, so it tells us that if his profit was 25%, then the cost price of the article was. So given that this, so selling price after discount is 40. We have already evaluated this. Okay, so let's see if the CP of an article be X. Let's consider the cost price to be X. So then 125x by 100 is equal to 40 because he sold it at an 25% discount. That's why we have written 100 plus 25 is equal to 125 right here. Okay, we directly wrote 125, but it should have been written as 100 plus 25. Okay, so this is into x whole by 100 is equal to 40. So x is equal to 40 into 100 by 125. That is 32 rupees. Okay, so this is the final answer. Okay, this is the final answer. So problem number 3. It asks us that the shopkeeper earns a profit of 12% on selling a book at 10% discount on the printed price. So the ratio for the cost price and the printed price of the book is, okay, shopkeeper earns a profit of 12% by selling a book on 10% discount on the printed price. So let's see, let the cost price be 100. Okay, we assumed. So we assumption here in order to make the calculations easy. So let's see the cost price be 100. So what will be the selling price? Since the shopkeeper earns a profit of 12%, so the selling price must be 112. Okay, so then if the mark price be X, so what we did was, again we assumed that the mark price, okay, this was assumption. So then 90% of X will be 112. So X will be what? So 90 by 100 into X is equal to 112. So this implies that X is equal to 112 by 90 into 100. So 0, 0 cancels out. 3 and sorry, this 2 can't be possible. So 112. Okay, this will be 10 and here it will be like this. Okay, so 10 by 9 into 112, that is equal to what? Or we can also say 1120 by 9. Okay, so 1120 by 9 is equal to X. So the ratio will be 45 is to 56, that is 900 is to 1120. Okay, so 45 is to 56 will be the correct answer. These are wrong answers. Let's see problem number 4. So if a train 300 meter long passed a man walking along the line in the same direction. Okay, here you have to remember this factor. They were working in same direction. So if the train is going towards this direction, then the man walking by is also moving in this direction. Okay, at a rate of 3 km per hour in 33 seconds. So the relative velocity will be what? Speed of train. So relative velocity of train with respect to person is equal to speed of train minus speed of person. Okay, so let's see the speed of train. Okay, let's try to calculate the speed of train. So if the speed of train be x kilometer, so I assumed here speed of train is x kilometer per hour. So then the relative speed is what? X minus 3 kilometer per hour. So x minus 3 kilometer into 5 by 18 meter per second. If we convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second. Okay, so 300 by x minus 3 into 5 by 18 is equal to 33 will be the algebraic equation to solve. So 5400 is equal to 33 into 5 into x minus 3. Okay, so this implies that what? 300 by 33 into 18 by 5 is equal to x minus 3. So this implies that, so this will be 60 and then 11 and 20. So it will be like 20 into 18 by 11. Okay, so this will be 360 is equal to 11 x minus 3. Okay, so 11x minus 33 is equal to 360. So 11x minus 33 is equal to 360. So this implies that x is equal to what? 393 whole by 11, right? So this is nothing but equal to this 35 whole 8 by 11 kilometer per hour. This is the correct answer. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. Okay, these are all wrong answers. 30, 32, 32 whole and 8 by 11 all are wrong answer. Okay, so let's see problem number 5. So in a 100-meter race, Kamal defeats Bimal by 5 seconds. So if the speed of Kamal is 18 km per hour, then the speed of Bimal is. Okay, so what we have here is we have a 100-meter race. Okay, we want to make a race of 100 meters. And Kamal defeats Bimal. So Kamal was here first, Bimal was here first. After the race, Kamal was first. Okay, so Kamal, here it was Bimal. Kamal was first and Bimal was second. Okay, so speed of Kamal is 18 km per hour. Okay, Kamal's speed was 18 km per hour. Okay, so let's see how many seconds. It tells us that Kamal defeats Bimal by 5 seconds. Okay, so Kamal defeats Bimal at 5 seconds. So his speed was 18 km per hour. So let's see how many seconds did he took to cover the 100-meter journey. So time taken by Kamal is equal to 100 by 18 into 5 by 18. We multiplied by 5 by 18 in order to convert the kilometer per hour to meter per second. So it was 20 seconds. Okay, time taken by Kamal. So time taken by Bimal is 5 plus time taken by Kamal, that was 20. So what we are left with is now 25 seconds. So Bimal took 25 seconds. So Bimal's speed will be 100 by 25 is equal to 4 meter per second. But we want to calculate it in kilometer per hour speed. Okay. So what we do is we multiply 18 by 5 with it to convert meter per second to kilometer per hour. So it will become 14.4. So 14.4 is the correct answer. Okay. So 14.4 is the correct answer. These are all wrong answers. Okay. This question has appeared in SSC CGL first sitting 2010 exam. Okay. So these are very basic level questions. Okay. And these kind of questions are asked in exam very often. So you should really remember all the concepts here. Okay. Whether they were both running in same direction or in opposite direction, as it was mentioned in the last case, that was in the train case, they were running in opposite directions. Okay. There may also come some questions where both of them were running in different directions. Okay. In that case, their relative velocity will add up. So let's see further questions. That is problem number 6. So let's say a train 240 meter long crosses a man walking along the line in opposite direction. Let's see this question. Okay. The kind of problem that we are just talking about is here. Okay. So here comes the train in this direction, and here the man walking by is in other direction. So he is coming from here. So their relative velocity will speed of train plus speed of person. Okay. So 240 meter long crosses a man while walking along a line in opposite direction at a rate of 3 km per hour. So the speed of the man was 3 km per hour. So in 10 seconds, okay, the speed of train is, okay. So is it 63, 83.4, 75 or 12? Let's see. So let's see the step-by-step solution. So a train 240 meter long crosses the man. Okay. The speed of the man was 3 km per hour and it took 10 seconds to cross. So let that speed of train be x. So here x is the assumption. Okay. So the relative speed will be x plus 3. So one question must be asking to your head is, that is, why not x minus 3? This is what we write when they both are in same direction. Okay. So we write x plus 3 when both are in opposite direction. So let's see. So time is equal to what? Length of the train by relative speed. So 10 by 3600. We write it in this form because we want it in kilometer per hour. Okay. And the kind of data we are given is in seconds per hour. Seconds or in meter. Okay. So 240 by 1000 and x plus 3. So 240 by 1000 into x plus 3. So this implies that x plus 3 is equal to what? 240 by 1000 into 3600 by 10. So this is this. This is equal to 24 by 10 into 36. Okay. So this will be nothing but 83.4. X is equal to 83.4 and x plus 3 is equal to 86.4. So the relative velocity will be 86.4, whereas this will be the actual speed of train. Okay. So problem number 7. So problem number 7 tells us that a drum of kerosene is 3 by 4 full. So when 30 liter of kerosene is drawn from it, it remains 7 by 12 full. So the capacity of the drum is, okay. So the question has been asked in SSC CGL first sitting 2010. Okay, so if drum of kerosene is 3/4 full, so drum is 3 by 4 full. Okay, 3 by 4 full. Okay, so when 30 liter of kerosene is drawn from it, it remains 7 by 12 full. Okay, let the capacity of drum be x. Okay, so 3 by 4x minus what? 30 is equal to 7x by 12. Okay, this is the algebraic equation we need to solve in order to get the full capacity of the drum, that is in order to evaluate x. So what we are left with is 3 by 4x minus 7 by 12 x is equal to 30. Okay, by taking 13 to the right hand side, the negative becomes positive, and this is what we are left with. So let's take the LCM of 12 and 4. This will be 12. So 3 into 3 is equal to 9x minus 7x is equal to 30 here. So this implies that 9x minus 7x is equal to 2x by 12 is equal to 30. So this implies that x by 6 is equal to 30. So this implies that x is equal to 180 liter. So here you can see that D is the correct option. Okay, and A is the incorrect option, C is the incorrect option, and B is the incorrect option. Okay, this is the only correct. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL first sitting 2010. Let's see a step-by-step solution. So let the capacity of the drum be x. So here what we took was first, we consider the capacity of drum to be x. So what we are left with is 3x by 4 minus 30 is equal to 7x by 12. So this was the algebraic equation to solve. Okay. Whenever these kind of word problems are given, try to convert them to an algebraic equation. Okay. Then you don't have to do many things in your head, and what you can do is just solve it mathematically and you will find out the answer. Okay, in that case what you do is you assume the asked part to be x, okay, and leave everything and make an algebraic equation out of the word problem. So here what happened was we took 30 to the right hand side and took 7x by 12 into the left hand side. So the negative symbol comes here and here it becomes positive. So 9x by minus 7x by 12 is equal to what? 2x, right? So 2x is equal to 30. So this implies that x by 6 is equal to 30. Okay, since 2x by 12 is equal to 30, so we can cancel 2 from numerator and denominator by dividing by 2. And what we are left with is x is equal to 6 into 30. That is 180 liters. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So let's see problem number 10. So if 1000 is divided between A and B in the ratio 3:2, then A will receive. Okay, so 1000 is divided between A and B in the ratio. So let's say A have what? 3x and B have 2x. Okay, so 5x, that is 3x plus 2x. The part that have A and the part that have B is equal to 5x is equal to what? 1000 given. So this implies that x is equal to what? 1000 by 5, that is 200. So 200 will be x. So A will receive 3x. So 3x is equal to what? 200 into 3, that is equal to 600. So here you can see that C is the correct option. Correct option. And D, B, these are all wrong options. A, these are wrong option. Okay. So C, that is 600 is the correct option. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL first sitting 2010. So let's see, A share will be 3 by 5 into 1000, that is 600. We can also use this formula, okay, and find out that 600 is A's share. So let's see problem number 9. So what must be added to each term of the ratio 7:11 so as to make it equal to 3:4? Okay, so what must be added to each term of the ratio 7:11 so as to make it equal to 3 by 4. So what we need to do is, what is 7 plus x? Let that part be x, and 11 plus x is equal to 3 by 4. So this is equal to what? 7 into 4 is equal to 28 plus 4x is equal to 33 minus 33 plus 3x. So this is equal, this implies that 28 minus 33 is equal to what? Minus 5. is equal to 3x minus 4x, that is x minus x. This implies that x is equal to 5. So x is 5. So C is the correct option. B, D and A, all these are wrong options. Okay. So what must be added to each term? That is x. Let it be x. And what we do is we convert it into an algebraic equation. So this is actually conversion of word problem to algebraic equation is the key here. Okay. So without this thing, it will be very hectic for you to solve it down. But using algebraic equation, what you do is just convert it into a mathematical equation, and then what you just need to do is just solve it. And after solving, you will get some answer, and it will be the answer. So it is a very easy way and method to solve word problems. So let's see problem number 10. So a can contains a mixture of two liquids. Okay, so there is a can here, and what we do is we pour two kind of liquids, liquid 1 and liquid 2 into it. Okay, not liquid 1, 2. Let's name them A and B. Okay, we poured A and B into the can. So in the ratio, what? Ratio is 7:5. Okay, so when 9 liters of mixture are drawn off and the can is filled with B, the ratio of A and B becomes 7:9 liters of liquid A contained by the can. Okay, so what it asks is A contained by the can initially was what? So let's see the answer. So let's say A is equal to 7x liter and B is equal to 5x liter. Okay, so assumption. This is the assumption here. So in 9 liters of mixture, A is equal to 7x by 12x into 9. That is equal to 21.4 liter, 21 by 4 liter. And B is equal to 5x by 12x into 9, that is equal to 15 by 4 liter. So in new situation, what will happen is 7x minus 21 by 4 and 5x minus 15 by 4 plus 9 is equal to 7 by 9. This is what given to us. So solving this algebraic equation. So this implies that 28 minus 21, 28x into 21 into 9 is equal to 20. So 20x into 7 minus 15 into 7 plus 36 into 7. This will be something like 252x minus 189 is equal to 140x plus 147. So 112x is equal to 336. This implies that x is equal to 3. So the initial quantity of liquid A is 7x. So 7 into 3 is equal to 21 liter. So 21 liter will be the final and correct option. So here 21 is the correct option. A was wrong, B was wrong, and D was wrong. So this question has been appeared in SSC CGL first sitting of 2011. Okay. So let's see problem number 11. So the ratio of the ages of A, B and C is 5:8:9. So 5:8:9. So if the sum of ages of A and C is 56 years, the age of B will be, okay. So let's consider age of A is equal to 5x, age of B is equal to 8x, and age of C is equal to 9x. Okay. So it is told to us that age of A plus age of C is equal to 56. So 5x plus 9x is equal to 56. So this implies that 14x is equal to 56. This implies that x is equal to 4. So this implies that age of B is equal to 8x, that is equal to 8 into 4 is equal to 32 years old. Okay. So B is 32 years old. This will be the correct answer. These are all wrong. 21 and 12 are all wrong. Okay. So this question has been asked in SSC multitasking 2014 exam. Okay. So here we have considered 5x, 9x and 8x as age of A, C and B respectively. Okay. So age of B will be 8 into 4 is equal to 32 years. Okay. So let's see problem number 12. So the current ages of Sonali and Monali are in the ratio 5:3. So 5 years from now, their ages will be in the ratio 10:7. Okay. So then Monali's current age is, so Monali's current age is 9 years, 3 years, 15 years or 5 years. Okay. So what we have is current ages of Monali. Let's say current age of Monali is 5x and current age of Monali is current age of Sonali is 5x and current age of Monali is 3x. Okay, so 5 years from now their ages will be in the ratio. So it told us that 5x plus what 5 by 3x plus 5 is equal to 10 by 7. So after 5 years their ratio will be something like this. So we have converted the word problem to an algebraic equation. Okay, so 7 into 5 is equal to what? 35x plus 35, that is equal to 30x plus 50. Okay, so this implies that 5x is equal to 15. This implies that x is equal to 3. So this implies that current age of Monali will be 3x. So this implies that 3x is equal to 9. Okay, so 9 is the correct answer here. 3, 15 and 5 are all wrong. So ratio of present age of Sonali and Monali is 5:3. And after 5 years, the ratio of ages of both girls will be 10:7. So the actual present age are 5x and 3x assumption. So ratio of present ages of Sonali and Monali are 5:3. So after 5 years, the ratio of ages of both girls will be 10:7. So the actual present age of 5x and 10x, 3x years will be represented by this algebraic equation. So solving this, what we get is 5x is equal to 15. This implies that x is equal to 3, right? So Monali age will be 9 and Sonali age will be 15 years. Let's see problem number 13. A jar contains a mixture of two liquids, A and B, in the ratio 4:1. So when 10 liter of mixture is replaced with liquid B, the ratio becomes 2:3. So the volume of liquid A present in the jar earlier was what? Okay, here jar contains two liquids, A and B, in the ratio this. So when 10 liters of the mixture is replaced with liquid B, in the ratio becomes 2:3. So let's convert this into an algebraic equation. Convert the word problem to an algebraic equation. So liquid A is equal to 4x liter lead and liquid B is equal to x liter lead. Okay. So in 10 liters of mixture, liquid A is equal to 4/5 into 10. Okay. So liquid A is equal to 4/5 into 10, that is 8 liter. And liquid B is equal to 2 liter. So the algebraic equation will be 4x minus 8 whole by x minus 2 plus 10 is equal to 2/3. So solving this, what we will get is 12x minus 24 whole by, or 12x minus 24 is equal to 2x minus 4 plus 20. So this implies that 10x minus 24 is equal to what? 16. So this implies that 10x is equal to 16 plus 24 is equal to 40. So this implies that x is equal to what? 4. Okay, so x is equal to 4. So the initial quantity of liquid A is equal to 16 liter since it was 4x. Okay, is equal to 4x is equal to 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Okay, this is the correct answer. So 16 is the correct answer. 15, 10 and 20 are all wrong. So this question has been asked in 2012 SSC CGL second sitting exam. Okay, so let's see problem number 14. So 7 to 9 ml of a mixture contains milk and water in the ratio 7:2. So how much more water is to be added to get a new mixture containing milk and water in the ratio 7:3? So let's see and solution. So quantity of milk is equal to 7/9 into 7 to 9. That will be 567 milliliter. Okay. So quantity of water will be 2/9 into 7 to 9, that is 162 milliliter. So let x be the quantity that should be added to make the ratio 7:3. So according to the question, we need to solve this algebraic equation. So we have converted the word problem to an algebraic equation. So just what we need to do is we need to mathematically solve it. So 567 into 3 is equal to 162 into 7 plus 7x. Okay. So solving this, what we can achieve is x is equal to 81 milliliter. Okay. So this is the final answer. So this is correct answer and these are all wrong answers. Okay. 60 is wrong, 52 is wrong, 70 is wrong. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2015 paper that happened in the first sitting. Okay. So that's all for now. Thank you.